What's up? It is that time of the week. Let's look at some perspectives. Okay, so this week we're going to look at the perspective of percentages and how we use them in approach of a program. Okay, so percentages. Let's go ahead and just look at the definition, which is the rate, number, or amount in which in each hundred. Or you could say in any proportion or shared relationship in a whole or to a whole. All right, just to if you never know, people just don't really get it. So I'm gonna make it simple. So if I have 100 apples and I take 20 of those bad boys out, that means I took out 20% of the apples. With that being said, I think we all really now understand what the percentages is. Okay, it's pretty easy, but I had to go there anyway. So let's take a look at how we kind of look at percentages, how we use percentages in powerlifting, and the simplest way that I can say it is like setting up a definite or a tangible result to build upon, which I see nothing wrong with that. That's an awesome thing. Say, hey, I have this number and say I have 100 here, but eventually I want 200. Okay, so that's very motivating for us to actually have something tangible there. Okay, but the way that I see that we approach it through percentages is bad. Like I said, it's setting up a definite or a tangible result. Okay, and building upon that. Okay, so when you say this definite or tangible result, okay, usually we're talking about our max. Okay, what a max is the greatest or highest amount possible, okay, that we can do, and we set that number up there and say, okay, this is what I can do. This is my maximum in this certain movement or situation. I'm going to build my training program upon this. But here's the problem, okay? This is your max, okay? This is your highest, okay? Your greatest amount possible, okay? So when you say that, okay, you got to think about the word potential, okay? So that word is very important when you come into this realm of situations and programming, okay? So your max is something that your greatest, your highest, okay? So when you look at that, like I said, it's potential. So what is potential? Potential is the possibility of something happening, okay? So the key word there is possibility of something happening. This number, okay, the possibility of this number happening, okay? They didn't say, the definition didn't say, the definite chance it's a definite chance that's going to happen. It's a possibility. Remember, it's your max, okay? It's your highest, your greatest. So there's a possibility that you can get that, okay? But it's not a for sure thing. That's your most, okay? So thinking about saying that and thinking about it, so you're setting up a program, all right? You're setting up a program on a possibility of being able to do that on a weekly basis, okay? And I know we're not maxing out every week, but the thing is since that's your max, okay, that possibility, you're still programming what you're doing week by that max. So you're also setting up the possibility of failing, okay? So when you have percentages and you go off of percentages, off of a possibility, you're not only going to affect your physical outcome, but also your mental outcome, okay? You're going to affect your results, okay? Because it's a possibility that you won't be able to get these numbers that you're setting, you're lifting off of, because of a number that you don't know if you can get every day, or every week. Okay, so to me that's very, very important, because with that being said, just think about it like this. Like I said, it's a possibility. The possibility of getting it. The way I look at it is, when you go into the gym and you get ready to lift and you got 75%, okay? You got to squat, you have to squat 5 reps at 75%, okay? For your second set, all right? So when you walk in there, you don't know what your body is capable of that day, because hey, maybe that day you had a horrible night's sleep. Okay, maybe that day you didn't get to eat right. Maybe that day it was very physical. It's a very physical day at work. Okay, so you have all those variables, but you have this definite percentage that you have to hit off of this possibility, of a max that you may or may not be able to hit that day. Okay, so it's up in the air. It's kind of shaky to go off of something so definite, but also that comes from something that's not definite. It really is shaky to me. So the way I see it, when you have that type of situation, okay, when you do that, when you go to that second set and you try that 75%, okay, and you miss it, what happens then? Okay, one, okay, your workout is shot. Okay, if you miss it, pretty much your central nervous system is going down tremendously. Okay, and once you do that, going down in weight is the best thing to do in getting your reps in. But automatically you thinking, dang, I didn't get that 75%. I'm behind. I'm not as strong as I once was. So now what's going to happen is a domino effect of your whole programming is saying, well, I'm behind. I have to throw more weights on each time to catch back up to where I once was. Okay, so you're messing up yourself psychologically, okay, mentally. You're telling yourself that you're weaker, okay? Whether you know what's going on or not, it's still in the back of your head saying, well, shit, I missed that lift. Now I got to go into overtime. Now I got to do more and more to get back to where I was and more, okay? So you're not only missing out on the workout that you were supposed to have, but you're missing out in the confidence realm of saying, okay, I'm on track. I can continue on having that peace of mind. Okay, so now you're just rushing. Okay, so that's how I see percentages working. I think that is very, very impactful to a downhill slope of a program, and I think there's better ways of doing it. My perspective of actual programming is going by feel. Okay, this is something that I always tell people that mention percentages to me, is that your body does not know the difference between 200 pounds and 600 pounds. Okay, if you didn't have this good night's sleep that you usually have, or you didn't get to eat, or you had a physical day and all that good stuff, if your body is taxed and your central nervous is taxed, okay, when you get into the gym and you lift that 200 pounds, okay, your body is going to be pushed to a certain point. If 200 pounds is all you can get, but you get all your reps, your central nervous system, in the condition that it is, being pushed to the mere max, okay, of what it can do that day, which just so happened to be 200 pounds, you're going to get the same result as if you were healthy and had the perfect day, and you came in and hit that 600 pounds, okay, your body is going to get the same results because your body is being worked to that threshold, okay? So it's not going to tell the difference, oh, this is 200. It's not going to say, oh, this is 200 pounds. I'm not going to give you the benefits what 600 pounds would do for you. As long as that body is taxed and you go to you go to that threshold, you're going to get just as much as results as you would with that 600 pounds being on your healthy day and it's going to that threshold. Your body is not being choosy on the poundage, if that makes sense. I hope I said that right. But that's the way I look at it, is whatever your body gives you, you take it to that threshold and then you back off. Okay, so you can get the same amount of results as if you was to go heavier, and go to that threshold. So with all this being said, I think percentages, all right, is very harmful to the physical side and the mental side of your training programs. Okay, so I would always go by feel. How do I feel today? Okay, what did I do last week? What do my warm-ups feel like today? What is my goal for today? You sit there and ask all those questions, and as you go through your warm-ups and go to your sets, then you make your jumps accordingly to what you can and can't do. It's just like in a meet, okay? I don't sit there and set when I get ready to go in a meet and I'm getting ready to squat. I don't set my numbers indefinitely, okay? Okay, however I feel, all right? However I feel that day, I may put, okay, this is my opener, but if in the warm-ups I'm feeling good, I'm gonna go up and change my opener, okay? So I can make that adjustment to get even more later on, So say if I do adjust my opener, okay, and I hit it, and that opener felt heavy, then I'm gonna say, okay, all right, that felt heavy. I was gonna go this, but now I'm gonna go this, okay, for my second. That'll put me somewhere to where I know I can get it, but keep me in the runnings if I don't get my third, okay? So I make those adjustments like that, and I do the same thing in my training. So same thing from my second to my third. If I hit my third and it felt great, then hey, I'm gonna make a bigger jump, okay? So we can't sit there and go off a definite percentage to a indefinite or a possibility of a max when we're training, okay? Like I said, I think it's very harmful to our training in the long run, whether it don't happen as often than it does or not, that's just my perspective of things. My perspective of training is filling out the body and not saying, well, this is what it is, this is what I'm going to do no matter what. That's being ignorant or naive to the fact that it's just like saying, hey, I don't care, I know it all, I know what's best, I'm going to do it regardless, and you have no experience in something. You know what I mean? That's you can't do that. So you have to always ask those questions, fill out the body, and make jumps accordingly in order for you to get the full potential out of your workout that giving day. Okay, so that's my thought. That's my perspective on percentages when it comes to programming, and I hope y'all get something out of it. Let's have a good debate and grow together. So I hope y'all enjoy this. See y'all guys later. I'm out. Hey, leave a comment. Let me know your perspective. And don't forget to subscribe. Later.